Welcome back to Good Day State Line. This morning, we're taking a trip to Cleveland, virtually, that is, to meet Greg Harris. He's the CEO of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's so cool. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Michelle. Yes, I feel a kinship with Rockford. We're over here in Cleveland, Ohio, great Midwestern cities, and we're the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the only Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in the world. And I'm guessing some of your viewers out there have been to our place. But like every other great museum in the world, right now we're closed to the public.
Right.
And
that's not a fun thing at all, to be close to the public. However, I do find it very, very fun to see what museums like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame have been doing in lieu of being open.
We've been cranking. I think our staff's been working harder than ever. We've gone big with digital. We've been posting, hundreds of hours of induction footage of all the greatest performances. We added a lot of educational content, so all the kids that were learning at home, the parents that were teaching, the teachers that were teaching remotely could use our resources. In fact, our online use for, say, YouTube, in the month of March, we had 7 million viewers. In April, we had 15 million viewers. And they were watching 780,000 hours of the greatest moments in rock and roll history. And our educational platform, people should go to the website, rockhall.com. They can learn about American history, civil rights, protest music, all through the prism of rock and roll. It's amazing, and it's a great spot.
That is so true. The lessons that can be learned through music, I don't even think you could count how many lessons you could learn about history, about what's going on in the world, especially kids today who might not have all the time to do that usually in their usual day-to-day schooling. But now teachers and students are fulfilling in a different way, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame might be the best way to do that.
Yeah, in our stuff, it's fun because rock and roll is fun, but really this stuff fits state curriculum core standards. If teachers are teaching about civil rights, they can talk about Martin Luther King and the March on Washington that Bob Dylan performed, Mahalia Jackson performed, Hall of Fame inductees, but they can also use that and talk about Public Enemy. And what is the voice of hip hop saying about social change? And how is that connected to Bob Dylan's lyrics for social change? And just the way everything fits together.
It is really cool to be able to do that virtually now. And I think, too, of all the virtual museums I've been able to visit, it kind of makes me want to go see the museums, too, when they are open again.
Well, we have a target date. Our target date is June 15th.
All right.
Our plan is to, once we get the green light from the Ohio governor, Governor DeWine, who's been terrific through all this, we're going to open. You'll be screened before you enter our plaza. We're going to have some rock and roll nurses out there taking your temperature.
I love it.
Our staff will be wearing masks, of course. And we're going to have one-way traffic through the museum, so proper social distancing is adhered to. But in the end, you're still going to see Chuck Berry's guitar. You're going to see Joe Strummer's guitar. You're going to see, I have Bruce Springsteen behind me. You'll see his lyric sheets and all the artists that you love and the stories that are important. And then we're going to have live music on our plaza outside. We've got a giant outdoor space right on the lakefront in Cleveland, and food trucks and a beer garden. And we want to be safe, but we also want to make sure we hit our mission, which is to engage, teach, and inspire through the power of rock and roll.
You really can't beat everything you just described, including kind of the social distancing in a museum. It's nice to have your own space and enjoy the exhibits and see everything for what it is, and know that, you're going to have whatever allotted time and then move on, but you just get to enjoy it with your family instead of being worried about, can I see over there? It's so crowded.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. And so we want to do that, but we also, I like to think that because it's rock and roll, we want to be safe and properly with all the right protocols, but we don't want to be sterile.
Right.
It needs to have that authentic edge that makes rock and roll so great.
Well, the rock and roll nurses will probably help.
Yeah.
Rock and roll nurses, so fun. So if you go to the education area on the website, you can get a bunch of activities for your kids to do, whether they're still in school or whether they're already in the summer. They're going to need some more stuff to do, right?
Absolutely. Go to rockhall.com and you can see our education pieces. It's built for students and teachers to use, but regular fans can enjoy it too and learn about this great art form and how it shaped all of us. You do need to give your email address. That's your login.
Okay.
And then you'll see content that most people can't see. But just give us your email and start using it. And then our YouTube channel is just stacked. Many people know Prince's iconic guitar solo for While My Guitar Gently Weeps. He's played it for George Harrison's induction in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was a tribute to George Harrison. Tom Petty's on stage playing with him. Jeff Lynne from ELO is playing with him. And George Harrison's son. And Prince comes out and just rips off the greatest guitar solo in history. That was at a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. And there's dozens more like that at our website.
Well, that is so awesome to hear. We know that you did have to postpone this year's. It's supposed to be happening in November, right?
Yeah, right now we're holding the date of November 7th for the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. It was supposed to be May 2nd. That date has come and gone. And we're holding the 7th. And, once again, we're going to be mindful with how we do it. And we're going to take our cues from the way sports are coming back. The way baseball, the way football is looking at things, the concert industry. And for now, we're holding that date, and we hope we're all together to celebrate. And if for some reason we have to postpone it, we'll postpone it. We'll do it at another time when it's clean and safe and able to be delivered in a quality way.
Perfect. Well, Greg, the website again is rockhall.com, right?
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It was nice to meet you. My
pleasure. Have a great day. Thank you.
Coming up next, Anita Michelle is joining me to reveal the winner of the 2020 815 Makeover Movement, and you'll probably cry when we surprise her live on Zoom. Don't go anywhere.